Now, yesterday, the COTU Secretary General Francis Atwoli was attending a funeral service at a village somewhere in Western region. And when Atwoli got a chance to address the masses, the Secretary General used that opportunity to blame MusaliaMudavadi, the ANC party leader, and for the Kenya party leader, Senator Masika Wetangula, for not folding their parties or merging their parties together to make one formidable political party that they can use as a vehicle for Western region to bargain on the high table in the next general election. So Atwoli is coming out clear that he was not happy when MusaliaMudavadi, Kalonzo Musyoka, and Senator Masika Wetangula got out of the NASA coalition, leaving Raila Odinga alone. That's why Atwoli is going that far much to personal level to claim that the One Kenya Alliance members are being funded by William Samoei Ruto. Though I believe this is so far-fetched issue. It's not that much serious. Because he's saying that someone like Baraka Muluka was working for MusaliaMudavadi, Eliud Owalo was working for MusaliaMudavadi, and now they are working for one William Samoei Ruto. What you forget is that these guys only work for MusaliaMudavadi for less than a year. But these individuals have worked for so much long for the ODM leader, Raila Amolo Odinga. Again, Atwoli claims or tells the public that these two leaders were asking Raila Amolo Odinga to give them 700 million for them to give their support. Though, so I feel this is also so far-fetched because this is all about politics.
Western, funja chama ya Wetangula, funja ya Mudavadi, tuwe na chama ya Western moja. Hawawezi kuvunja kwa ajili hizo ni kiosks zao. Those are political kiosks. Wakienda kunegotiate, kama na Raila watamwambia, ukitaka nikuachie hii yangu, leta 700 million. 700 million ukiwa nayo unaweza enda kwa siasa. Niambie ni kitu gani mimi nitapata. Me, I have spent money on them. I have spent money on Mudavadi. 31st December 2016. More than 200 million. Dara anaweza toa hii. Amuti yake kama tesi wa communication anaandika Atwoli is a political broker. Na yeye anatolewa hospitali na William Samoei Ruto akiwa mgonjwa. Unaona hiyo watu? Ndugu yangu Baraka Muluka, close to Mudavadi, anaenda anafanya kazi kwa William Samoei Ruto. Na ambassador ya Mudavadi ama ni nani huko? Yuko mtu anaitwa Walo. Mtu ya Mudavadi anafanya kazi kwa William Samoei Ruto. Who is a broker? Wasipochunga wa time now, because I know wanasema hivi watu hao kama you don't know James. We want to pressurize for a rerun so that in the next round.
Now, before we continue with our punchline discussion, you might be watching me and you have not yet subscribed. My humble request, please consider to subscribe so that you help us to grow this channel. And to all the returning subscribers, thank you so much for your unconditional support. Now, let us continue with our discussion. Now, one thing that is very clear, and I know even Francis Atwoli understands this is the fact that there was an effort between the ANC leader MusaliaMudavadi and Senator Masika Wetangula to merge their two parties to come with one formidable political party that they could set to use to negotiate with the other political parties ahead of 2022 general election. Because we understand in Kenya, for you to win an election, you have to engage other people and go into a coalition. Without that, it is not easy to win an election in Kenya, since Kenya politics is all about community. We have a tribal politics up to now, and no one can run away from that. So Atwoli understand that there was that effort. And even I remember when there was problem in NASA coalition, MusaliaMudavadi and Senator Masika Wetangula retreated back to Western region, where they started to make tours around the Western region, popularizing for their political muscles before them engaging into a plan to merge their two political parties. I remember even they formed a committee that Boni Khalwala was part of, which was set to negotiate and see how they can come up with one political party. But what happened on the way? There is something happened. When the ODM party learned of this issue, they understood that if Western region will have a strong formidable party, then that is going to be a problem for ODM party influence in Western region politics. That's the truth. Because when MusaliaMudavadi was part of ODM party, ODM was everything in Western region. And Raila Odinga understood that when MusaliaMudavadi got out, the person he brought him in by the name Governor Oparanya could not manage the influence MusaliaMudavadi was in Western region to popularize these people and bring back to ODM party. That's why ODM strategy was to make sure that Western at least has more political parties such that they are not that much united, so that at least they can have some influence in that region. That's why ODM went ahead to plot for a change of leadership in Ford Kenya party to make sure that that plan is thwarted. So what happened? Eseli Simiyu was part of Ford Kenya leadership. So ODM promised to reward Eseli Simiyu with a position of the deputy minority whip in the National Assembly, and then Eseli to go ahead and execute the coup in Ford Kenya party with the help of Fula Wamunyinya and the Bungoma governor Wycliffe Wangamati. Now remember, the merger of ANC and Ford Kenya party was largely going to benefit the ANC leader Musalia Wetangula, since it's the only individual regarded as the senior-most politician in Western region as of now. And that's why Musalia Wetangula got so much furious about the attempted coup in Ford Kenya party, and he directly put that blame on ODM party.
Mbola barusha korori mangana goko genya bandu bande bakugurwa bagweyebuza bibaraka bakugurwa nde bazikuturiza Mheshimiwa Wetangula Ford Kenya kutoka kubwimilibwa Ford Kenya. Banda babari bandu bahindira kunywa na bandu bahindira kwasura na bandu babenizinganagani bagwibuza bandu bukugenye baguriwe ndi muzibu wangu mubore mwakubindura mubugo bwimilibwa Ford Kenya niribeshi kubobola ngo gena kaganya rekada kunyuko umanyi ndi mwimili wa Ford Kenya ni Moses Masika Wetangula munye bamwenya mwingire hara ko manyi munye ni bibaraka bundi mundu na kubola abandu betu ndi bibaraka kuribye ni muhega gwa 2022 bibaraka ibi biture hagate hetu bandu bakubizi kura babakungi kabisa sande.
Now what MusaliaMudavadi is saying is simply that there are people who are paid in Ford Kenya party to bring wrangles within that party so that they can disintegrate the relationship that they were having with Senator Masika Wetangula to unite the Western people, and he is rightly putting it in ODM party. So that is the issue. Now, since that time up to now, Senator Masika Wetangula went to the court, and the Ford Kenya party up to date has not yet resolved their issue, though Masika Wetangula is still the current leader of that party until when the court, the political party tribunal court is going to rule on that matter. That's why you find Wafula Wamunyinya is in one side claiming to be the leader of Ford Kenya party, together with the Eseli Simiyu na Governor Wangamati. And in one hand, you find Senator Masika Wetangula together with the Kiminini MP Chris Wamalo and other team claiming the leadership of Ford Kenya. That's why even up to now, ODM is using that thing to deny Ford Kenya party the political party money that they were supposed to give, the same way they are giving to ANC and the Wiper party. So all these wrangles could not allow Musalia and Wetangula to concentrate on merging this party. But the next move was to see how they are going to take back the leadership of Ford Kenya from these guys who are trying to run away with that party. So having understood this, it was not going to be easy to merge this party. So these leaders, in my view, I believe that they later agreed just to make sure that Ford Kenya is existing, but working closely with the ANC party. Since if they go ahead with that move, and already the court is here, blocking any other move that can be made or any other changes that can be made in that party. So it was not going to be an easy journey. Though there is one thing we understand here, Atwoli was not happy when Mudavadi, Kalonzo and Wetangula got out of NASA coalition, leaving the ODM leader alone. Because for him, he still believed that these leaders were supposed to support Raila Odinga for at least one more term, then Raila can return the favor to them. So what Atwoli understands is that Raila Odinga might need the full backing of the Western region vote. And he still understands, in as much Masika Wetangula and MusaliaMudavadi might not be part of Raila Odinga team, then that is going to divide this vote. Like, let's assume Raila can get half of that vote. Then these guys are running away with other votes. Then they get a number of MPs here and there. So that also is going to be to give Raila Odinga more of hard work to do in that region. So Atwoli would not want this to happen. But these guys are also coming here. They are learning that you cannot ask for Raila to support you the same way they have been supporting him when every individual is single-handedly asking for that help. What they could do is to come together, form one alliance or a coalition, then ask for Raila to join you or give his support back the same way they have been giving. And that's how they came with One Kenya Alliance, where Kalonzo, Musalia and Wetangula is part of. So they believe in that alliance, they can still call for Raila Odinga to help them also, the same way they have been joining him. Or if he don't help, then they can go all the way to the ballot, which might force a rerun in the next election, simply because if these guys will be running in that coalition, let's assume it can go up to the end. The truth of the matter is that there is high possibility this guy can gang 2, 3 to 4 million votes, and that definitely can cause a rerun. Something that Atwoli and the team would not want to happen. For them, they believe that they were just supposed to get this thing just one time. Because remember, the NASA coalition in 2017 won that election. That's why up to date, the servers were not opened. So Atwoli believe that team is still the right team that could deliver a Raila presidency without even struggling too much and going to Central Region for all those wars that they are having there. So all this is politics. The time will tell. But one thing that is coming out clear is that these guys are insisting that they might go all the way to the ballot. Though one thing that I believe is that there is no way William Ruto can be a financer of the One Kenya Alliance the same way Atwoli is trying to claim, because Atwoli is saying that these guys asked for 7 million from Raila Odinga for them to give the support. And again he claimed William Samoei Ruto is paying them some money. So I think that Atwoli is going that much low. There's not that possibility that these guys have asked for that. What about 2013? Who asked for the money? So there are two things in my view I believe that they should be taken care of, or they might be working in the right direction. Number one thing that ODM believe is that to have a formidable Western region political party, it is going to give a problem to ODM. So for them, they are just good to have these people having their different political parties rather than what Atwoli is alluding to. Number two, I also believe that for Raila Odinga to become the next president of the Republic of Kenya without struggling too much is for him to convince Musalia Mudavadi, Senator Masika Wetangula and the Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka to work with him. Once he managed to do this, even he will not need to strain himself going that far much to ask for a help for somewhere else, as long as he will have the full backing of the system and the endorsement of President Uhuru Kenyatta. In my own view, that is what should happen. Once that is settled on, Raila presidency can be achieved so much easily without using so much resource and without straining so much. But if not, then I'm foreseeing a rerun in the next election, whereby the One Kenya Alliance might only join Raila Odinga after that election. Or if they become second or first, then the Raila side might join.